It's about to go down. Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael, Shawn, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C Chung, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out, or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends are back. Yeah.
Going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now.
Yes. Then we begin on a Tuesday. Tuesday. Those who used to rock out in Philly know it was legendary $2 Tuesdays many moons ago. We would party all night till 3:34 in the morning. And I wish I would try and party till 3:34 in the morning right now on a Tuesday. I look forward to bed on Tuesdays at 9 o'clock and all that good stuff. So shout out to everybody out here. This will be a shortened show. It's just me and Jay Black. I don't know where Sexy Mo's at. I don't know where C Chung's at. I don't know. I put the group text up, y'all up. I ain't hear no response. It's all good.
It's always tough after a long weekend. When is them 3-day weekends? It's coming off.
But every weekend's gonna be a 3-day weekend for us because we're not on Monday.
That's why it's hard. It's hard.
What up, Afro Queen? What's good with you?
Morning. Yeah.
Shout out to everybody rocking with us as usual. The weekend, I'll start. I never start, so I'll start. The weekend was good. Show was good with Will Wright Saturday and Mount Holly. Shout out to all the comedians. Shout out to Skeet Carter who stopped by to the guest set, who is actually selling wine. I'm very impressed with Skeet Carter.
He's selling wine. Wow.
He sells wine with obviously I didn't try it, but it has a high percentage of alcohol. It's a strong wine. It's not one of the wines. It's like a liquor wine, kind of. I'm not. He said he's going to do the show, so I'm going to holler at him, get him on to explain this wine. He gave me in-depth info on what he does, and the hustle is dope. Like I gotta say, when somebody explains and breaks it down to you and all the work that he has to go through to make this wine,
he's tasting the wine, he's putting the stuff together. He's like, that's a whole nother world lane that black folks ain't like running. So
he actually does events where they book the wine. They book his wine. They don't book him. If they want him to perform, then they got to add more money on top of it to get him to perform, which is genius. I said, go ahead, man. I'm one of them people, and I can say most of my life I've been like this. Have I been a hater every once in a while? Probably. But when I see people doing dope, yeah, I have. I mean, but it was probably personal. When I was hating, it was probably personal. It was probably a personal. It might have been jealousy. You never know what it might have been. It might have been jealousy. Maybe you were just doing more than me. But for the most part, when I see people do their thing, and Skeet Carter actually reminds me, and I didn't even remember. I put him on stage first. Like I'm the one who got him on stage. He tells the story, and we're gonna have him on the show. But when I see people doing stuff that I've been around, or I see my contemporaries around doing their thing, I really do take a sense of pride to see people do their thing. Like I really do. Like I go like, yo, that's hot. And most comedians sell merch. Most comedians, and they promote stuff. But the bottle of wine, and he sold them. They was $60, and he sold them bottles of wine, and that's a good hustle to get. He had the box, he had the label was dope. The
marketing, his packaging, his presentation
was dope. Like at a certain point, it looked like I was never a wine drinker, but the bottle looks like the type of bottle that if you kept in your house, people would think, oh, that looks. I'm no wine expert, but that looks good. So anyway, that was dope. Watching football, LeBron James had his worst loss in the history of his career last night. And everybody's making a big deal out of it. Dog, it's not even close.
There's only one team that could have happened against. It had to be like the Sixers or something. I don't even know who they played.
I think it was almost a 4. They played the Sixers. I watched some of the game, and listen, these teams when you're on road trips like this, and no disrespect to the Sixers are going to be good. They are good. Tyrese Maxey, I said this before they traded James Harden. I said they needed to trade James Harden just so Tyrese Maxey could get the ball in his hand more. Pause. And it turns out the kid he's just starting to shine, and they're going to be a tough team. But dog, it's not even Christmas yet. And I watch all these sports shows, and me and Jay watch them. I watch Colin Cowherd. I watch Skip Bayless. I really don't watch Stephen. I can't really take Stephen A, but I watch it.
What you mean you can't take Stephen A?
No, good. It just gets. I don't know who's more annoying, Stephen A or Molly. I don't even know. I don't even know at this point. I'm like, okay, and Shannon Sharp is good on there. I just think he was better with Skip, but facts, whatever. I watch them, and they get so intense about everything that I start realizing, and I know it's their job, but I start realizing why athletes really don't even pay attention. It just gets out of control. It's just y'all trying to figure out an angle to get at people, and it don't stop. But I will let Jay take it away because he had an Eagle victory that I know he is super happy about.
Good morning, Afro Queen. I see you in the comments, Miss Parker, RG Parker. Yeah, my Eagles. It was a great. I thought the weekend was excellent. Anytime you as fans, we look and root for our teams. I'm sure everyone, RG Parker, may be a fan of tennis. I don't know. But you gotta love sports because that's your escape. That's your getaway. Emotionally, you get wrapped up in those games, and this is one of those weeks where the Eagles started off a little slow. But one thing we do is we win. And it's all about winning at the end of the day. And it was an amazing game against those Buffalo Bills. The Eagles came back in a thriller. A lot of people saying it's the game of the year, game of the week for sure. And the Eagles won. So for all my football people out there that watch the game in its entirety, they understand that excitement that comes along with it. And, we did what we did. Stephen A is very animated. He doesn't. That gets people to watch. But yeah, the Eagles did good. But something did come out of that game that was interesting to me. It was a fan heckling the players, and the player ended up putting hands on the fan, and the player said that he had threatened his family and him, and his sweetie drew the line. But yet he apologized. He apologized now, which I thought was interesting. I guess fans can't you say what you want to say depending on what I can't heckle you and say you're a piece of crap, you're blah blah. Matter of fact, let me just play you this little video and see it showing him pushing the dude. So he's easily 30 feet from the sideline talking trash, and the players decide to come all the way to him and then push him.
Yeah, he was wrong. He should have kept it moving. But back to your point, no, you can't say anything you want.
What do you mean by I can't say you're a piece of crap? You suck. Your family, I'm sure they disappointed in you.
Like, I'm saying you can't say anything you want. Like you can't use a racial slur.
But he didn't use a racial slur.
No, I'm saying you
said it was a black boy. I can say whatever, nigga, you suck. Yeah. Like that's what we do.
I just listen. You just can't say anything you want to human beings. You just can't.
No, I want to stay on this as an NFL player, as LeBron James is or NBA, whatever it is. You cannot. I can talk trash about LeBron, your family. So I'm gonna smash your wife. Whatever they gonna say. You can't go over to that fan that paid money.
No, I said he was wrong. He's wrong for approaching him. I'm just going back to your original question. You can't say whatever you want. I mean, technically, you really can't even bring kids to football games now because of how vile the crowd is, which is really defeats the whole point. We always talk about, you want to bring your son, you want to bring your kids. You really can't. But he was wrong because he was far enough away where he could have kept his distance and not even dealt with.
He was mad because he said he was heckling them earlier, and they told the stadium security, and they didn't remove the guy. So I guess the team was upset that he was allowed to stay there, and he kept heckling them throughout the game. And of course, in the comments, people are saying Philly, that's what they want. They want fans to heckle, and that's why they never removed the guy. So that's what made them mad. But the reality is, as a fan, I can say what I choose, and you said you can't.
Yeah.
I get it if it's a racial undertone, if you call someone some racial
Actually,
slur.
if you curse at them, you should be removed.
Nah, get the hell out of here, Nick.
Should.
You bugging.
You should.
So a fan, if they
you
curse
call him
at
a motherfucker, you dumb
you
motherfucker.
suck.
No. You keep going to suck because you know that's the one that's okay.
What levels of cursing?
If you actually call somebody a dumb motherfucker, you should be removed. You should be removed.
He out of here. You're bugging.
You should. They do it in the NBA. They do it, but this is what's gonna happen. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. Something bad is gonna happen because
it already did.
Because no, that wasn't bad. That wasn't
Detroit,
what happened.
I'm talking about Detroit Pistons.
That's what I'm talking about, and that's when the league was like, if somebody says something crazy, you can be removed from the game. Like if a player points, that dude right there, you can get removed from the game. I've seen it happen a bunch of times. You got to go. These fans believe that they're in this make-believe world, that they pay a ticket. You're supposed to be animated for your team. You're supposed to boo. You're supposed to cheer. You're supposed to do the whole thing. When you personally attack somebody face to face, you're crossing the line. But we believe
attacking you in the NFL. NBA, you're a lot closer.
He's talking directly. He's talking direct. Now, once again, the Buffalo Bill player said he was wrong and he shouldn't have gone over there. He shouldn't have gone over there. But when you personally are egging on somebody from the stands, and your job is I'm going to mess with him, and I'm gonna keep dealing with him. It's unnecessary. Just boo the team.
It's unnecessary for you as a professional making money to hear somebody from way over. And six of y'all walk over and then push him. Six of y'all.
That was the lightest. That was nothing.
You can't put hands on nobody. That's
okay. And this is what I'm telling you, fans. Stop, y'all turn into immature kids when y'all get in stadiums. Y'all turn into
immaturity is you at a game against an opposing team and they're trash talking.
I'm talking in general.
It's your thick skin.
What that's the point. My point is there's gotta be a line because you can't let fans say whatever they want.
If you ever been booed on stage, you don't get down and push somebody.
No, you don't.
Whatever your profession is, if you at the UPS store, somebody say you put the wrong, and they say something slick, you not go what? Like, huh?
If you personally attack somebody, you have to have both sides understand it has to be a line, or else it's going to turn into something bad. There has to be a line. And what kills me about Philly fans is the Philly fans just did something amazing during the baseball season. They gave a guy a standing ovation when he was struggling.
Facts, Brandon Britt.
Players gone soft, sticks and stones. No, sticks and stones, nothing. I'm telling you. The New York Knicks, you know what the New York Knicks fan did? You know what they did to who's old boy who plays for Atlanta Hawks? Trey Young.
Trey Young. Mm-hmm.
A fan spit at him in Madison Square Garden.
There's levels. Then that's disrespect.
And it missed him.
The most disrespect.
It missed him.
Spitting on somebody. Yeah.
Now, if that would have landed on him, and he turns around and tries to break this dude's face,
he would have still been wrong for getting physical.
But they're both wrong. And the fact that this person doesn't get ejected, this is what I'm saying. If you don't form a line, if you don't make a line now, it will turn into something ugly. I'm telling you. Now, this is my point about the fans. Phillies did an amazing job. They gave this guy a standing ovation every time he came to bat, basically saying, dog, we got you. You're going to get through this. And miraculously, things changed for a few weeks. They made their run. He hit some home runs and he played better. But they were literally sports analysts on the radio who were against the fans giving him a standing ovation. They were literally on the radio going, well, he doesn't deserve a standing ovation. They were mad because the fans were nice and they supported their team. Because in a lot of cities, these fans wear it as a badge of honor that when I go to the stadium, I'm going to be the biggest dickhead I can.
Yeah, why not? I've been drinking. My team is losing. My team is winning. Whatever. I'm talking trash either way. When we're losing, whatever. F you. We winning. High, take that. You bum. You go back to Buffalo. Go back to New York with all that. And like Randall Rick says, talking trash and being physical. Or I mean, like there's two different things.
But you don't want a line. See, you don't want a line. You want fans to be able to say whatever they want to do, and
there's a common sense line. There's a racial line of the whole. But these are two black players. I mean, a black fan and a black. So he can't say the N-word did it. So he said he threatened my family. There is a line. There's levels to it. Spitting on someone. There's levels to it, which is physical.
There was a fan that was. There was a fan that was killed in a baseball. There was a fan that was killed at a baseball game because of an argument over the damn game.
Here we go. They got physical argument. Like
this is if you don't put a line, if you don't make behavior, if you don't make grown adults come to a stadium and have a responsibility of acting a certain way. We want y'all
professional. Mike, he's a professional athlete.
Jay,
professional.
I just.
"30 feet away, professional athlete," and he lets a fan get under his skin to that degree.
I am not
he has to go approach.
But
that's what I'm talking about.
But that's not what I'm saying. Is if you don't put a line, there has to be a responsibility on both sides. That's how humanity is supposed to work.
So I can't scream at you as an opposing team.
Yes, you can scream. You can scream all you want. But if you're personally attacking somebody. And your what is the point of that?
You suck. Look,
well, what is
Russell Westbrook? Brick. What they call they used to call Russell. They called him Westbrick. Like he said, I got feelings too. But that's what fans gonna think. You break. You shoot air balls. You drop a touchdown. You whatever the case may be, you're going to get clowned and heckled. I'm sports.
It just happened in the San Antonio Spurs game. Greg Popovich grabbed the microphone at halftime. Greg Popovich, not at halftime, during the game, he grabbed the PA announcer because they were playing Kawhi Leonard. And every time Kawhi Leonard grabbed the ball, they started booing. Greg Popovich shut it down. I was shocked. Greg Popovich grabbed the mic and said, "That's not what we're doing here. That's not what we do." And shut it down. I don't agree to that level, but I do think there has to be if adults, you're an adult. You have a responsibility of there has to be a line that you can and cannot cross with another human being. Just because they're professional ball players does not change how you treat somebody when you directly attack somebody. And because the point is, you're not doing that because you're trying to affect the game. You're just being
you think that ain't getting to his head?
No.
That's why they came back. That happened at the beginning of the game. Then they came back because the fan was still there.
So that was under their skin. So that has something to do with Josh Allen throwing an interception.
No,
it has something to do with the wide receiver.
Is in their head.
Wait, that has something to do with the wide receiver and Josh Allen not being on the same page on that big bomb that went incomplete. No, that had nothing to do with Jalen Hurts playing his ass off in the second half. That had nothing to do with Travis Kelce having 2 offsides penalties, false starts. That had nothing to do with
Travis Kelce did say the crowd noise is why he couldn't hear the signs, and that's why he had 2 false starts.
Well, that's your fault because your dumbass fans, once again, your dumbass fans don't know to shut up when the offense is on the field. Your drunk, dumbass fans are making noise.
Oh, you can't say that. Oh, now you violated. You called them names. According to you, as a fan,
I'm not directing to one particular fan. It just don't make sense that the fan. That's what. See, y'all just don't follow no rules. Y'all making noise and y'all causing false starts for your own team. But I think enjoy yourself.
I'm with you, Randy Rick. Appreciate you, homie. Yeah.
Y'all see? I mean, fans are dying in the state, and fans are killing each other, and y'all still don't think there needs to be. And this is not the first time it's happened. It's not the first time it's happened. Y'all get to the stadium, and y'all think the world is make believe, and y'all start doing craziness, and it gets serious. And then when it gets serious, everybody gets sad, And then I sit here as usual and go, I tried to tell y'all. I tried to tell y'all to chill. I tried.
Enjoy yourselves when y'all go to the sporting event.
You should enjoy yourself.
Talk your trash, heckle, do whatever you got to do to get under people's skin. Just know that there are levels. Spitting on people, racial slurs when you're opposing races. Yeah,
and y'all lose all responsibility. Y'all don't care if kids are around. We're the game. She brought the kids.
Well, you knew what you were doing when you brought your kids.
But that's not the decorum that was supposed to be there. That's something that was created by people who don't respect anybody around them.
Take them to a baseball game.
No, they don't respect them at the game.
Don't take them to a hockey game. If you don't want fighting.
Yeah, don't take the kids.
If you don't want to go. Don't.
Because this is all about the loser adults who come out and lose their minds. And want to
be happy.
No, I want intense. Kansas City is the loudest stadium in football. You can be loud and be intimidating, and not try to personally attack one of these players who you would never say this to in real life.
Play nice, people.
Who you would never. This is the cowardly act. This is what I talk about. Make believe. You would never say that to that person in real life. If y'all two were standing in a room, you would never say what you said, ever. Mm-hmm. And y'all get your beer muscles, y'all get all hyped. But when and the Buffalo Bill player has to walk away from that. Like I'm not just.
He didn't have to walk to it.
He has to walk away from that. But if a player tells security that this person is a problem, security at least has to go over there and say, "Yo, focus on the game. If you direct anything else at this dude, we're gonna remove you." That's it. Focus on the game. Boo the team. Do what you do. I see WWE get horrible things yelled at them, and we're gonna bring the WWE now. That's what we're gonna do.
It's entertainment. It's sports entertainment.
We're gonna bring that something smart back and keep moving. There's not the WWE. All I'm saying is all you had to do is security, and security is gonna wind up getting reprimanded. Somebody's going to wind up getting in trouble because
not necessarily. Now the rules are you can heckle.
When Roger Goodell gets a complaint from the Bills, and the Eagles get the complaint from Roger Goodell, the dictator he is, something will have to be done. So I'm gonna tell you, the next time security comes up to you and says, "Shut up," I'm telling you, Roger Goodell ain't into this. He don't like this. He's heavy-handed whenever he wants to be heavy-handed. Just beware that you paid a lot of money for the ticket. It ain't gonna be nothing sweet when your ass gets removed in the second quarter. But all right, shout to the Eagles. They got a big game Sunday against the 49ers. That should be interesting. Random Rick. Oh, so now it's different. Still a public event. Mike, I'm not picking and choosing. You're talking about wrestling.
I know.
The wrestlers like it. You're talking about wrestlers who like it. They like that.
Mike said, "Don't say nothing when you go out to these events."
I didn't say that. It's all on tape. What I said. It's all on tape. What I said. All right, so we got
where you going next?
We got can I get real quick, because I know you got something on there. There's a basketball player named Josh Giddey from OKC, and he was out on the town, and he was on his phone posting what he was doing, going live, and he had this chick with him.
Okay.
Comes out that the chick is 16.
Oh. Another Aaron Hall, Gloria whatever.
And it was a hotel situation.
Did she look 16? No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm playing.
I honestly, I didn't know the age of consent in Oklahoma is 16.
Oh, he's Gucci.
Then the word came out. So it was 16. Then the word came out that she might be 15.
Ah, now they're exaggerating. They go from 6. Okay.
No. The NBA is now investigating.
Wait, the NBA is investigating a player that may be dating someone underage. Okay.
Underage. Yeah, and had sex with her, allegedly. I just want to tell you, first of all, I'm gonna act like Mose here. First, let me put this out there. It's wrong. This is totally wrong. But this is not my point.
If she was underage,
if she was 16, in my eyes, it's still wrong. I don't care what the consent was in my eyes, but you can't go to jail for that. You followed the law, so you can't. In my eyes, I know he's 21. You messing with a high school girl. I want to know where the parents were at. what's going on with parenting here, but that's a whole nother thing. I'm not gonna judge people morally.
It ain't about the 5-year age difference. It's the fact that she's just legal.
Yeah, she's a young kid. She's a kid.
Legal. According to that state, 16 is legal.
She is Autumn and Akela's age. Let me put it like that. A basketball player in the league smashing out a kid. So I'm wrong with that. But I just want to tell y'all on another note. This is not serious, but on another note, I just gotta say this. Stephen A. Smith, as much as I don't like, used to always say, "Stay off the weed." He used to yell at the players, "Stay off the weed." I'm gonna tell y'all, all y'all, stay off your fucking cell phones. Stop posting. The reason why this guy got caught was because he went live. Y'all don't have to post everything you do.
We outside. We here. We getting it in.
We here.
Where you at?
You don't have to post everything. Morning, Nikki White Chocolate. I love the video that you put on IG. It's just y'all are.
But if she's legal or he believed her to be 16, is he then wrong? Like, she's considered an adult and can date at 16. If he believed that she presented that, she said that, I guess he has to say, no, let me see your birth certificate as an athlete is on him at that point, is what you're saying?
First of all, I don't even know what Oklahoma's thinking making consent 16.
There's a lot of states that say 16 is an adult.
Yeah, I've never understood that, because if you can't vote, you're not an adult, then you got to be 18 and vote, then you got to be 18.
You probably still have a problem with 18. You still say 18, probably young, but go ahead.
No, he's 21. He's 21. I wouldn't have a problem. But a 16-year-old girl is a 16-year-old girl. She's a kid. You're grooming. She's a kid. Look, we have a problem with Aaron Hall and Gloria Velez. And Gloria Velez, she had the baby at 17, so he was messing with her at 16 when he was 30. We have a problem with that, right? We have a problem.
Was it legal for her state at 16?
No. She was in New York. So your morals decide whether the state says it's legal or not. That's when it bothers you, when it's not. I'm saying just off the door, does it bother you?
When a young adult decides to date, I mean, as a kid growing up in high school, I always saw the old heads out there with the Beamers, the Benz, all the cars.
I'm asking you, does it bother you? I'm asking you, does it bother you? I'm not asking you what everybody
I think it's on the individual and the people around them to help. But then you can't stop somebody from dating somebody older.
I didn't ask you all that. I asked you if I was 32 years old and I brought a 16-year-old girl around us, and I did something like that, what would you say? Because at a certain point, you know when she's 16, when she gets to talking. You already know.
If you're bringing a 16-year-old that you're dating, see, that's different because I'm seeing it.
Okay, well, this is the whole point. This is the whole point.
She's 16. I know she's legal. You wilding. What her family thinks, what her brothers, and I'm thinking there's going to be more heat and drama around you in that scenario. But she's legal, so legally you're good. Morally, do she know what she's doing? Are you getting her smoked out? Is she drinking?
And she hanging out with an NBA player. She's running around with this dude and everything like that.
Stacey said you nasty.
Exactly.
But 21 and 16, 5 years. You're 39, she's 34.
I mean, I know he's 21, and I guess, anyway, there's I'm not gonna put moral judgments on people. I don't know what was going on. I just did. But I'll say, y'all are gonna put yourselves in jail. This generation, you will put yourself in jail because you can't wait to pop this phone up and be like, yeah, we going live. I want everybody to see how I'm rocking right now. I want everybody to see what's going down. And then switching gears real quick before we get to God, I really want to send you this, Jay. Damn. I want to send you this. Okay, because it's not as good when I say it. All right. So a girl, you know what? I'm gonna send you this. And I can't just text it to you, right?
Nah, son. All right. This is a link. But yeah, the email.
Hold up. What are the numbers? 826?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna send you this. So this girl gets her man a birthday gift, right? And the birthday gift is he got some Air Force Ones, and looks here like he got some type of shirt. But it's just a regular. That was you. You got it. You're a pedo. If a grown adult man or woman is interested in a minor. Thank you, Nikki. So the girl buys him some Air Forces, and then a shirt for his birthday. Anything wrong with that, Jay?
I'm sorry, I was reading. All right, say it one more time. What was this?
So the girl brings him Air Force Ones, and brand new Air Force Ones, spanking white, nice and crispy, and a shirt. He gets him a shirt for his birthday.
Wait, who are we talking about?
The girl gets her boyfriend. So a birthday present. She gets him a birthday.
A girl,
present.
regular adult girl.
I said, check your email. Check your email. See if you got it.
Okay.
So maybe you can get it on real quick. Because if you can get it on real quick, that'd be interesting. Because I want to hear. Because I made a comment. I had time. I was bored, and I made a comment under this video, and like I think it got a lot of likes. The comment got a lot of likes on this video.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
See if you can get this so we can play it. So RJ and women, I want you guys to stay focused, and I want you to because I need your perspective on this. I need your all right. So play this.
My girlfriend didn't do much for my birthday. All right,
go ahead.
A Nike tech suit, some t-shirts, and some white Air Force Ones. That's it.
I mean,
that's all I'm getting.
You really need this because the ones you have right now, you had them for a year.
Okay, whatever. I'm saying, but like, you didn't even spend much money on this. Like on your birthday, I got you Louis luggage on your birthday.
Okay.
Louis luggage. Know how much money that cost me?
I did spend a good amount, and I feel like it's the thought.
It cost some bands. You didn't spend no good amount. You spent about that's 220, 90, 100 for those. You spent about 350 on this.
Okay, so you're being ungrateful?
I'm not being ungrateful.
Because I do have
what I'm saying is,
gift for you for Christmas, and you're not
look at that Christmas card. No, I'm saying my birthday and Christmas are two different things. They're not the same thing. On your birthday, you got Louis luggage. So this is really all I'm doing for my birthday.
All right.
So who's the female in this relationship right now, y'all? Like, my comment was, y'all are different in a weird ass way. I said, y'all are different in a weird way. Like, what? Like, I don't get the digging. Now so you decided to spend a whole bunch of money on Louis luggage for your girl. So now you expect to get the same amount of money spent on you for your birthday? Maybe I am old school, y'all.
Man, Rick said maybe she should have took him to the cheesecake.
I don't know, Jay. Maybe I'm bugging. I've never in my life got a gift from a significant other and been disappointed because I felt
spent like $350. That's the
Air
Force, the tracksuit. It was the Air Force Ones, the tracksuit, and what else? It was the third item.
There was something else that so rounded out. She probably spent like $500 or something. Damn, I asked the same thing with like Afro Queen. Maybe I'm old right now. Maybe this is what
I guess he expected. If he spent thousands of dollars on her Louis luggage and other stuff for her birthday, he wanted his lady to make it special for him. And just a tracksuit and some sneakers, that wasn't enough for him when he kicked out that much more money. So he's looking at it financially that, hey, I did a lot more for you. And clearly he's scarred from his birthday and Christmas being in the same month range or coming up or close by.
No, and I'm not in old girls' pockets by any means. I'll take that stuff right back. Ungrateful. RG Parker.
Well, I take my Air Force. And then she was shady with the you need these, so his sneaks must be busted.
But that's what your girl's supposed to do. You know how many times I've gotten something that the person I was with was like, I know you need this because so-and-so and so-and-so. I know you need this because you always wear that other hoodie. So I got you this one hoodie because I know you like that color and that's why you wear it so much. So here's bam. Good morning. Oh, well, the DJ's going, no, shut up. He's coming back.
I believe it may be fake.
It probably is fake, but the scenario, what I like about it is that this has happened. These scenarios have happened. Somebody's out there complaining and I don't listen, man. I don't know why that just irked me. I don't know why that just bothered me in a weird way. It just,
because there's ungrateful females out there. That's why. That's why it irked you. They want to take. Think it's all what you got for me, what you buy me, and then when there's a, you know, on the flip side, she's trying to make her dude feel special. Financially, she can't do it.
And I've never.
She think the poon is good enough, but go ahead.
Let me compliment y'all women, because we guys are always bad. Let me compliment y'all women. I have been blessed that I've never had a relationship with somebody who was that materialistic. Like they were always. Now I gave some good gifts out. I've given some good gifts. Like I ain't gonna lie, but I've never seen somebody that I can think of that was like that. But for the dude, yeah, he's a whole female for that. I would have asked him for money and brought him his gift. That's funny. You'd ask him for his money and brought him his gift. That's foul. Lady Q says, if you know your partner and he knows what kind of money she spends and this is cheap to him, I wouldn't say it out loud, but I understand it. Well, that's a good point. Maybe if she's throwing around money. But I can't, like, I have a problem bringing up what I got you to compare what you got me. Because there may be something that she likes that she really thinks you're going to like that ain't going to meet Louis bag luggage. And I'm not spending that money on Louis bag. That was your dumb.
But if you really wanted the Louis luggage, like you've been talking about this and then he came through and got it for you, and now whatever he's been talking about, you strike out.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, man. The Louis luggage is a whole nother thing I got. I can't believe people spend that much money just to put clothes in a damn bag. But go ahead, y'all knock yourselves out. Here's the thing. If I get a gift, I appreciate it. I don't care what it is. The thought really does count for me. Yeah. But Lady Q has a point. If she's throwing around money all the time.
Because clearly she getting her hair done. Clearly she got some body work. Like, I don't know. So
and if he got a Louis luggage, clearly she's traveling.
Yeah.
Look, now I'm talking myself out of my stance. Right now I'm talking myself out of my stance. Don't put no more Lady Q comments up. She messing up my flow. Don't put no more comments.
All right, well, there's another thing I saw online.
Go ahead.
We got did you see the book with King and
did I?
You gotta talk about T.O.L.
Oh man.
And King
goes.
and
here it goes.
I guess have you ever okay, all right. So I guess T.O.L. you could set it up when he was at the game. He brought out Atlanta.
T.O.L. brings out Atlanta the Falcons. They're living a great life. They're in the suite. You're the kings of the city. And once again, what did I say? And what does he do? He has to go live. See what happens?
Oh, this was King going live on his phone?
Yeah. So King goes live on his phone and T.I. tries to show some restraint. Tries. And then, go ahead, play it. Like, go ahead, King. Speak your mind, King.
King, have you ever woke up with a roach on your face?
No, that's not the goal.
All right, then. So there it goes.
Or in your ear. I got in the neighborhood with me that roach.
All right, so it was about. I had to find out. I'm gonna take this back. It was about nepotism. I guess King is saying that he lived a rough life. T.I. saying he didn't. And he doesn't.
Oh wait, Jay. Well, let me give you a round of applause, motherfucker.
Yeah. Give me. I learned yesterday. I had to ask Lady Q. I was like, what does nepo baby mean? What is that? I was clueless.
Oh no, I need the Eagles. I need the Eagles to keep winning, homie. I need the Eagles to keep winning. Wait a second.
Let me break that down for y'all out there that might not have known.
Jay hit it with the nepotism. Wait. Let's go.
All right, now we gonna play it from the top. Here we go.
More nepotism, y'all.
Have you ever woke up with a roach on your face?
No, that's not the goal.
All right, then. So there it goes.
Or in your ear. I don't know what you're talking about. In the neighborhood with me that roach in your ear. Y'all want to go to the bando in my neighborhood? Do y'all want to go to the bando? Do y'all want to go to the bando? To make him look better, he know not to. Silver spoon, I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life.
All right, stop it right there. We told the story when I was on Jonesy's show yesterday, 94.7 The Block, and we talked about this. And she made a good point, and I also made a point that remember when we found out that the kids didn't stay at the house that the TV show was on, right? Remember they did the TV show?
Yeah,
and we found out that he lived with his grandma.
He lived with his grandma. They was like, oh, they just using him just to record, and then they ship him to his grandma.
And then they ship him to grandma. So this has layers to it. King has still got, in my opinion, in my fake therapist opinion, he still got issues with the fact that y'all was living behind the gates in the big crib. And for some reason, I was at grandma's house. I was in grandma's house. And y'all trying to make it like I had it all good, which you probably did have it all good. But there's a little resentment in King saying, why am I not at the castle? Why am I not living at the castle? Why do I get shipped off to grandma's house? So continue. Go ahead, King. Go ahead, King. Go ahead.
You used to have to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the fight.
You act like a baby to go to your grandma's house.
Every day.
You to hold your breath.
Every day. I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand that.
No, I'm going to tell you the reason why he want to be over there. Y'all ready? Because he can suck and pacify over there. He was 12 years old. He was suck and pacify. He was 12 years old. He couldn't do that in the house.
He cried like a baby. Hold his breath.
Yeah.
They trying to say I was over there trying to suck a passy, but they ain't going to tell you everything like that. They're trying to hide it.
Ain't nobody hiding it.
He capping. He capping. Hey. He know I stand on business. He know that. Can't no nigga ever pull my car ever in life. I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business. I don't feel like you stand on business. Yeah. I've been stood on business. I've been stood on business.
Is that the gist of it, or it keeps going? It seems like it's kind of long.
T.I. then puts the forearm to the neck.
Oh, they got physical?
Yeah, you know, I tell you, y'all fans don't know how to act. See, they at the football game. They don't know how to act. And yes, King wants to tell it all. King wants to tell it all. When King says y'all hiding stuff, and King's like, and y'all don't want it, y'all don't really want me to really blow the spot up. I've changed my position on King in this situation after watching Tiny's oldest daughter live. Something ain't right behind those gates, especially with Tiny talking about that boy sucking on a pacifier. Listen, Lady Q,
that was weird. The mom came. She trying to clown him.
She trying to clown him, and this young man got the goods. He got the goods, and he really wants to open up and say what it was really like. It's a very dangerous game, y'all. It's a very dangerous. Play a little bit more because I think they show he grips him up a little bit.
How you do your own kid like that? Yeah, that's all right. Just stand on business mean. Oh, he's saying he got this. I'm in the hood. You put me anywhere, I'ma survive. You put me on anywhere, and God,
you got me at grandma's house. I survived.
My worth. All right. Play more.
Good.
When I hide it for the world, I'm gonna put it out there for them to see. I wouldn't put up nowhere. You ain't had me put up nowhere. Like you ain't had me behind the mansion. I was outside doing what I wanted to do.
You was behind that till you cried.
No, I got too much to drink. I drunk too much. Drunk too much. Let's go. Now, get mad because we say the South ain't the suburbs. Then he want to talk about some other shit. Like this being shit. Just being shit. No, I'm being real. You lying. You lying. You over here flagging. You're capping. You capping.
There's the escalation.
I know you.
It's building.
I know you.
I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
Man, what is you talking about? Get off me, man, get off me.
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Ain't shit you can do with me.
I'm the papa. I'm the strong one. Woo! It was getting serious.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
He's about to say something. Tiny say, you know, he joke your dad just joking.
No, y'all was listen, allegedly. Y'all was having them wild parties, and I was getting sent off to grandma's. Y'all was doing what y'all wanted to do. Grandma held me down. That kid got a lot of resentment in his heart. That ain't got nothing to do. That got to do with layers of things that he got on his mind. And any parent, I shouldn't say any parent, but parents, you do the best you can, but you make mistakes. You make mistakes, and you don't think your kids forget the mistakes. It sits there, and when you start having conversations like this, and y'all start playing, and y'all start saying you went to grandma's house because you want the pacifier in your mouth. No, what King wants to say is I went to grandma's house because so and so and so and so and so and so, and because this is that, and because y'all, I don't know exactly what it is. But
I said, ask him if he worked. Ask him if he made his own money. End of story.
But that, see, and Tosh, I get what you're saying. That shit don't matter. That's your job as a parent. You can't start throwing making money in kids' faces and think that excuses if.
No, he said he ain't had no silver spoon. He did live a silver spoon life. He had, he had to work. His dad took care of everything.
But there are levels. When you see somebody living a certain way and you the kid, and you not living that way, and you're getting brought over for a TV show and then getting sent off out the house, but it all looks
that good you choose to be. He chose according to him.
No.
He wanted.
You're the parent. You're the parent.
I'm not going to force you to stay at my house if you don't want to be here.
No, they were kids. They were kids. I'm going to force you to stay at my house. I'm going to force you to stay.
You're safe at the grandma's. You want to be there, go ahead.
I'm forcing. You're staying here. You're under my roof. You're my responsibility. I hate when I see family talk to each other like strangers. I hate it too, Afro.
They're going to blame it on alcohol. That's what's going to happen. They're going to blame it on the liquor. But like Tiny said, they were joking. I can see how that joke, whatever, nigga, you ain't live no rough life. You ever had roaches on your face? You ever wake up with a roach in your ear? Like you ain't live no real, you living nice. No matter what house you're in. I get that piece. So you try to live that you wasn't no thug growing up.
You ever
that life you didn't. Like I get what T.I. is saying.
Did you ever live with a dad that was living a whole lie and trying to front like he was holding me down, but he wasn't? He wasn't there when I was going through whatever. I'm just saying, I'm not saying this happened, y'all, because I like T.I. I'm just saying from his point of view, everything ain't all Gucci. Just because you pay the bills and you ain't got to work, don't mean everything's all Gucci. So, I mean, and I hate seeing families go through stuff like that. But once again, this damn phone, y'all cannot.
So I said, okay, well, what way does he need to live?
He needs to live in his house with his parents. That's what he needs to live, in my opinion. Tiny's oldest and all T.I.'s kids with other people have said and have issues with their childhood. Something ain't right. Hey, I mean, and listen, I cannot judge parenting. I have not been on my A game as a parent all the time. Trust and believe. I get it. And I get what this young man is coming. The older you get, and the more
the kids say they lived a rough life. Like we grew up, no matter what generation, it's always going to be changes. So, but the average person is watching this show grew up with a different struggle than their kids are, because obviously you want to make things better. Right. So if your kids say, we thugged it out, I struggled as a kid. And you thinking of your struggle and you're comparing the struggles. And when T.I. said, have you ever woke up with a roach on your face? I had a vision. I had a visual. I get it. King ain't waking up with roaches on his face.
Have you ever woke up to stories about your mom having wild sex parties with her husband? Have you ever dealt with that and had to go to school after those stories broke?
I see the angle you're going. You're going the psychological piece of the day's generation.
Problems
social
are
media.
like problems are problems.
Yeah, because as kids, we didn't have our mom's stories of sex,
right?
And then got to go to school and hear people. But you got clowned to school for other stuff.
No, you got clowned to school, but
because you had holes in your clothes or your sneakers was talking.
Absolutely, but
I'm sure T.I. got clowned for that.
So what
was talking?
So what you're saying is problems are problems. It's just
there's levels to it though.
Dog, you can't compete with other people's problems. If they are traumatized by something, they're traumatized by it, whether they're millionaires or they're broke. Trauma is trauma, and this kid got something. He wants to get something off his chest, in my opinion.
Afro Queen said, any kid not raised by their parents I've seen have had levels of resentment. Why didn't my mom raise me? Why did my grandmom do this? Why did I have to? Because your parent identified they wasn't the best fit and they put you in the best fit situation. But I could see as the kid, like, well, but you took care of this other family, or you, I don't know. Yeah.
And if the money, it was about the money, then why? But I mean, I listen, every family dynamic is complicated. It's all complicated. Nothing's simple, nothing's black and white. There are reasons. Everybody has reasons. I'm 110% sure.
He never wanted.
He never wanted for anything physical, mental. How do you know mental?
Well, mental he probably has. She's saying mental is probably different. Money wise, he ain't need nothing. He ain't want nothing.
Just because you have money doesn't make problems or struggles disappear. It absolutely doesn't. This is what I mean when I say people think celebrities aren't real people because of money. Absolutely. Absolutely. He was saying he never had a silver spoon in his mouth. And we don't know what he means by silver spoon.
You know what silver spoon means, and you know he had a silver spoon, Mike. Come on. Stop it.
This silver spoon thing, y'all, once again, y'all think because he got clothes and sneakers and he got a place to live, that's a silver spoon. That's not always a silver spoon. He did not grow up in Camden, New Jersey. He grew up in the suburbs of Atlanta. But that does not mean behind closed doors, just because your family's there doesn't mean you feel loved. Right on point. I agree with you. Give that a round of applause right there. I get that. Is bubbling. I hope they all come.
Too nasty for TV. I don't know what that's about. I saw this hashtag.
So I hope they had a discussion. I hope everybody simmered down. I hope they were able to talk it out. And I hope they realize you can't get into those conversations on IG. That damn cell phone is the devil. Cell phone's the devil.
Everybody, well, he went live. He was trying to expose. They like, I'm gonna go live, let people see how y'all doing me. Even though everybody, the liquor did play a part, obviously,
of course,
which generally it does. But I get it. He's battling. He's struggling with having a famous father, famous mother. He's struggling with that. He wants to carve his own lane out. He's saying he don't want that. When you got the other kids, you got the Damani lady. You showed me a video. Damani looking like he J. Cole. He rhyming like everybody got their own lane. And King like, nah, this ain't for me. I want to be in these streets.
Yeah, and you got to wonder, what is it worth? I hate to always bring Will Smith. Will Smith and his kids, and Jada and their kids. How difficult it has to be to have your parents always on it. You can't get away. Your cell phone, your TV is always, my parents are doing
your
this.
Your mom lusted over Tupac. Yeah. You don't think about the kids, And
I'm sure as much as we just DJ Super, didn't Michael Irvin put his son on blast, saying he grew up in a gated community and you're not from the street, because he's a rapper, and he was like stuff he was talking about. He was like
he talking to thug life.
He was like, what? You went to the best schools.
Clarence had a real good marriage. Like he had a good family, and he out there acting like he was okay.
Sometimes I wonder though, if when you're in that situation, you're like, you know what? I really think I would have been chilling if I just would have lived in a middle class house and my dad had a job, regular job, and just came home, other than having to deal with this shit every day and then having the Oscars. Can you imagine being your dad at the Oscars?
Yeah, you never looked
and
at it like that.
You like, oh, here we go. Here we go. When we played the guy, his former assistant who had that interview with Tasha K. Can you imagine if that interview was about your dad? This
and
dude was saying this about your dad.
Your dad was taking it in the back by Dwayne Martin, and you, the kid, got to see all that.
Oh, there's got to be. I don't even know.
It's a gift and curse. You want that limelight,
but as a kid, you didn't ask for it.
But when you put singles out, when Willow Smith putting singles out and Jaden Smith and all these movies, you want that lifestyle. Use a lot of celebrity kids. Don't Denzel Washington got kids? Like, there's a lot of celebrities that got kids that you just don't hear about. And then the ones that you mainly hear about, they want that.
But if you're a kid and your dad does something, you gravitate to wanting to do what he does.
So
but you can't. A kid can't expect. Doesn't know. Nobody. It's up to the parent to understand. Which is a good segue.
Good.
Might believe.
What were you saying? Don't lose your thought.
No. But as a kid, you gravitate to what your dad is doing. You don't know the circumstances. You don't know what comes along. All you know is this is really fun to stand in front of a camera, to act and to see yourself on a big screen. And like, this is cool. Like, this is amazing. Everybody loves my dad. My dad is the number one everything. This is the days when, listen, I'm still a Will Smith fan, but that's when he was on top, when everything, this is great. He, as a kid, as a human being, as an adult, sometimes you don't even know when the cliff is coming. You don't even know when the tide's going to change. As a kid, you really don't know when everything is so going so well that all of a sudden you got to deal with this. And speaking of kids following in the footsteps, Beyonce has brought Blue Ivy. And Beyonce, which seemed to be the highlight of the concert. I didn't go to the concert. I just know everybody posted, and Blue Ivy came out and she did the dance routine. And in actuality, the post I saw, you could see her improvement in the different posts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw videos of side by side. Let me see if I can find one.
You could tell that she put in a lot of work, and that she was taking it seriously. But you had said you had something with Blue Ivy and Beyonce.
Yeah, and what I didn't realize, Blue Ivy is only 11. So when you're looking at her dancing,
11.
The girl is 11 years old. So they did the side by side from the very first night to her last night to see the progression. Let me see. Maybe I got to mute the music so we'll. Wait, how do I take the sound off? Well, maybe if we get cut off.
Gotta protect my bread, even like in the bed. You made me get back on my way. It's my power, they'll never take over.
Shit.
Yeah, the improvement was crazy.
Yeah, you definitely see that. She was stiff as I don't know what when she. Yeah.
Can you imagine the fear of having to remember all these dance steps at 11? Shit, at 52, I'd be like, what? But yeah, I mean, there was the improvement. This is Baby Boy. I'm a singer. It's just one of my slogans. All right, cool. Well, welcome, homie. Welcome, Mike. You talked about that last week. Do you think you should tell your children if you had to do something for a piece of change?
Like, do you like parents? Do you tell your kids, I prostituted for a little bit. I had to do what I had to do to get that bread. I was out there. I was taking it. Is that what she said? Is that what she talking about?
I probably would. I would probably have that. Yeah, I probably would tell them, because the way media is now, somebody is going to say something. Somebody is going to say something.
I was a dog. I did wow.
Somebody gonna say something. Like
I don't know if I want to go down that lane. I'm about to say back to Blue Ivy.
Back to Blue Ivy.
Whoa.
I probably would.
You would, wow. Nah. So you told your kids that if you cheated on their mom?
I guess they kind of put it together.
What?
You know what I'm saying? I guess they kind of put it together.
Why y'all not together? They figured it out.
I mean, but they just the you know, Monty was already born when the twins got, so you know.
Wait, well, you don't belong. Well, you down. Where did you come from? Y'all was together. 1, 2, gave us carrying away.
Yeah, like, you know, that's probably.
You had a baby on mom.
Yep.
No, for real, that's the real conversation that y'all had. That really happened.
We never had that conversation, but you know, I mean, they're 17 years old. I'm sure they have figured it out. That's what I said.
Probably figured it out.
But if there was something that I had to sacrifice, had to do to be famous, and there were some things that I took part in, I probably would have told them. What did Super say? What was Super?
He wondered if Blue and Northwest ever hung out. Kanye's kid and Beyonce's kid.
I mean, I think, you know, it's the gift and the curse, because, you know, I think it's great that Beyonce brought her daughter to share that and to be on tour. I would think that was dope if I could do a tour and we were touring around the country and I could bring all my girls. Like, Monty's coming to the Apollo.
Dope.
She's gonna come to the Apollo.
To New York, come to see you at the.
So that'll be the first comedy show she's ever seen me perform.
Ooh, you ain't gonna do probably all that content.
Yeah,
you're not gonna do the oral sex joke, probably.
No.
It'll probably be a little weird. You do that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, that's a little weird. Okay,
yeah, that's a little weird. But you know, but listen, when I get on stage, I really don't think about what not to say. So whatever happens, I'm performing. I'm doing it. If you tell the truth to your kids, you never have to worry about them telling the truth to you. No, it's absolutely right, dog. Like I would have to fess up. Like, yeah, there was some inappropriate things.
I believe with that, Mr. Green. If you tell your kids the truth, you never have to worry about them telling the truth.
Look, I'm not gonna tell the question, but Monty has asked me some doozies. She's asked me some questions.
She want to know.
She's asked me direct questions with no cap, like the kids say, no cap.
So she asked you, did you cheat on my mom, or what? Like, she asked you questions like that?
I'm not getting into it. She a deep question, and I told her the truth.
That's grown folk business. See, I think that's adult business. That's something that I'm not getting into all that. I'm not having them conversations. Everything ain't for no.
I would rather have the conversation come from me than it come from somebody else, which would wind up happening.
And a wonder. It'll always be this is what I believe, this is what I was told, but I don't know. I didn't hear it directly. It'll always be some doubt.
And that's what she wanted. She wanted to hear the truth. I told her the truth. I told her the truth.
But then she looks at you differently. Well, I'm not your therapist session. We're not. But as a parent, I don't know. I don't know about that.
If you look at me differently, then that's something you just have to accept. But I try to tell y'all about this truth thing, man. I'm trying to tell y'all this truth thing's overrated, but I went for it. And I believe at a certain age, when you hit a certain age, you deserve to know certain things.
So should you tell on the other parent? Say if your kids, hypothetical, say, hey, whatever happened to the relationship, mom won't tell me. Can you tell me? And you know that mom was a smut, but you don't want to get involved with all that. So am I wrong, or is that person?
This is all hypothetical. We are not talking about anybody I know.
No, hypothetical.
Yeah,
would I be wrong if I was that hypothetical person and say your mom was a smut and this is why we ain't together?
But I would never. I didn't think that. I wouldn't say that because
if they want to know, you're supposed to tell the truth, right?
Because in order to take part in those type of activities, two people have to take part of it. So if you're going to judge one person's character, then you better judge your own character for being a part of it. So you can't out her.
The truth if they're asking,
and the truth is,
know why y'all not together, and if y'all broke up because of this person cheating, and they want to know that, but they have yet to ever get that confirmation because obviously the other parent is not going to say that.
How can you? I mean, you can't disparage somebody's character for cheating when you've cheated. Like, kids don't go for the hypocrite. Like, it's not do as I say, do as I say. Not at a certain age, they're like, nah. So I have to take. I take responsibility for my actions.
Wait, RG says she won't tell, but she won't lie.
That's an old school lie right there. That's an old school lie right there.
I won't tell, but I won't lie.
Yeah, that's that old school. That's that old school lie right there. As a parent, I have nothing to hide. If my child asks, I'm telling it. I'm not telling anybody else's business, but if someone wronged me, I'm telling it. Yeah. I just, the one thing I always do, if you're going to tell the business, like Lady Q said, you say it about you. You say what you took part in. And you can't judge and point fingers at other people, because I believe, this is just what I do. I don't say disparaging things about the other parent. That's, for me, it's unfair to do that. But you got to tell your whole story, and there's some doozies. And I said it. We had, and it worked out well. It worked out well because my oldest, she knew he's just gonna tell me the truth. So when she comes to me and asks me something, she knows I'm gonna say the truth, which is, you know.
I don't know if that's healthy to tell your kid. Like Stacy said, she told her son, I told my son about his deadbeat father is a crackhead. So it is what it is. Like, how is you're tainting the perception that they have of their father? Let them form.
But is it true? But is it true?
Yeah, I mean, if he did drugs, I think Stacy shared before in previous shows that, yeah, he was on drugs. But I don't know if that's for your, I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to it. I think you do what you feel, you know. Most of the things I do, I know if I feel comfortable. If I feel uncomfortable, sometimes it's a good thing. Because I'm like, this has to be said. Like, because there's stuff, I don't know about you, Jay. There's stuff in my family that went on as a mystery forever. And nobody wants to explain. And you just like, so we just gonna sit here and everybody's gonna make believe that this isn't happening right now, right? Like, and I would sit there and play, I see what's going on. But everybody just plays along and everybody goes along. But the problem with that is that at a certain point, all that stuff in the family does come up. It does explode. Is handled unhealthy, because now everybody's got a bunch
unless it's some sexual assault, somebody touched somebody as a kid. I don't know if it needs to come out. Like, I get if it's something deep, that's a problem. Yeah, like we not sweeping that under the rug. Like if Uncle Larry was touching, like no, that needs to be discussed, and we're not gonna have this family secret and everybody looking at Larry don't know and do know. I get stuff like that, but somebody cheating and your father is this or your mom was that, you, like Tosh said, whatever you figure out, you need to form your own opinion about that person, and that's that. I'm not doing all that.
But you can't. But
talk to your mom. I'm not getting into. I said that's adult business. Every time they ask me about stuff like that, I say that's for adults. You can talk to your mom. I'm not divulging. I'm not getting into all.
So what happens when they become adults? What happens when they become adults?
They still gonna always wonder, because I'm not gonna tell you that your mom was a smut. I'm not gonna go through all that. That's your relationship. I'm not trying to taint the way you look at your mom. Well, unless you out here running these streets, you understand maybe, but I'm not.
But
I found out. Tasha just got real deep.
I found out my father was not my real father until I turned 18. Yeah, that's another thing that goes on. It seems like it was done to make people mad, but they didn't understand how I would feel.
Oh, that ain't her father. Like, oh, they was maybe an argument came up, and that ain't Tosh's dad anyway. Like, what? It's like a soul food. Well,
that's not cool. I'm sorry to hear that, Tosh.
Yeah, that's trauma.
But see, but if somebody,
that's trauma.
But do you see when you say it's adult business? If somebody would have sat her down and explained to her properly, still would have hurt. But been like, listen.
And what age do you do that? The mom is the problem. She knew from the rip that wasn't that.
But it's never that simple. Everybody.
It is that simple.
Because everybody around decided that this was the best way to go. Everybody, this is what I'm talking about, family falling in line with something that ain't true. And everybody just lets the mysterious thing go on. And then finally it pops up instead of saying, listen, I have to tell. People do deserve to know the truth when it comes to their lives.
At what age? At what age are you old enough to handle the truth?
Everybody's different. Every child is different. every child is different. That's why we're individuals. If you tell them their mama was a smut, make sure you tell them you was too. Exactly, Lady Q.
Randy Rick said he ain't living no lie just to live a Tyler Perry movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's uncomfortable. It's going to be painful. There are going to be some tears. There might be some yelling, but you got to say what it is. Let me not say you got to.
Tosh.
I understand why you would choose to say what it is, because you don't want it to come out that way, because that is the most unfair way for something like that to be brought up.
But you talk about resentment from your mom. Like, I would have resentment. You lied to my whole life, let me believe that this man was my father when you knew he wasn't.
Yeah, but
now, you look at your mom differently? That's hard for me to believe anything else you done told me and how now I handle my kids. Like that's
you're the one who wanted to keep it adult business and not talk about it at all.
No, that's different. That's not adult business. Your mom cheated, and that's why we broke up. You outright lied to me and a lot of other family members, and some that knew threw it in your face when y'all had beef. And then it came out, you know that ain't even her daddy. Like that's but
it's all the stuff that they deserve to know if they want to know. Like they deserve to know why it happened. Why, instead of just sitting there and you making up your own reason
say this
why
is your stepdad. When you 1 year old and you're building that bond, this is your stepdaddy.
Yes, you're right. You're right. That's
this your bonus pops. So whatever you want to call him.
That might have been a better way to handle it. You just answered your own question to why you talk to kids and tell them the truth. Yes.
So but telling a 2-year-old, well, no, they lied. What I'm talking was times they outright lied and said this is your daddy. That's a difference than telling the truth. And because if you're telling the truth, yeah, you're gonna say what you're saying, Mike. Yeah, this is your stepdad. Hey, this Mr. Mike, your stepdaddy, or however you want to look at it, there's a difference. But to lie, to be you intentionally lied to me growing up as a kid. At the father-daughter dance, you had me believing this was my bio, and they're not.
It's foul, but it's also they deserve to know if two parents aren't together and your mom and dad aren't together. At some point, they're going to want to know why. Yeah, well, like I told my dad, and he didn't know, and he said it didn't matter now.
It does. I need to know my medical history. I need to know who I'm really attached to, where my bloodline is. I got siblings out here, possibly. It does matter. I know to you it may not matter. Now, was he bamboozled paying child support, which is a whole nother. Man, I feel like we're on a talk show right now. Like this, like that's
send her a link. Send her a link.
Like Tosh, that's deep.
That is deep.
It's so many layers. Where's Mo at and all her degrees?
No, that's a lot, Laura. I knew I was adopted since I was 5. My sister found out she was adopted by one of my cousins when they were having an argument when she was 17.
Argument, family secrets coming out, and you know they ain't your real cousin. That's really your sister. Like what? Oof. Those are topics within itself. What Mr. Green just said. Tasha's going through, which is their real life.
Yeah, this is something simple. God rest her soul, because I love my grandmother. I love both of my grandmothers. My grandmothers were amazing. My abuelas were amazing to me, and love them, miss them. My grandfathers too. I had amazing grandparents. Had amazing. But this is simple. This is not going to be on the level of what everything you're saying. But I'm just going to tell you about when people don't explain to you. My cousins. I have 2 guy cousins. They're brother and sister, right? No, they're brother and brother. And they have a sister, Claude. So Claudia, that's her name, Claudia, right? Well, Pete and Sonny, I called them Pete and Sonny my entire life. Everybody called them Pete and Sonny.
Okay.
Until I found out that wasn't even their real names.
You like nicknames?
They were just names that my grandmother gave them because I still haven't been told the exact story, but she didn't like the father so much that she refused to call them by those names. So she changed. This is what I'm thinking. I didn't know my cousin Sonny's name was Anthony, and I didn't know my cousin P's name was Louis. I had no idea.
A name. That's just people give nicknames all the time.
But it wasn't a nick. This was a name that was given like you weren't supposed to call them anything else.
Oh, don't call them because we don't rock with them. We're not used.
Yes.
We don't even acknowledge that name.
And I'll leave it at that. But there was a beef, and I never knew what the beef was. Now that wasn't something I needed to know. That wasn't my business. But it's just little stuff like that goes on in the family that you go like, well, what's going on?
It looked like some of Tosh's family knew what besides her. Read that.
My sister and my mom were beefing, so my sister told me, but I found out most of my other sisters knew as
they already knew that ain't her daddy. That's crazy. Everybody lying to me?
Yeah. That's hurtful.
Spiteful, hurtful, intentional. Yeah, all them adjectives and synonyms and nouns, person, place, thing, everything. That's all foul.
I'm sorry about that, Tosh. Real talk. We need Mo here. We're sorry about that, Tosh. My father was saying it didn't matter because it would have mattered when I was 5 for him to know. Now that I was 18, he was saying he will not disown me now. That's a lot. All right. Well, good show, y'all.
And that may be why Tosh is so nice and
yeah,
so
she is
like I'm sure psychologically that play a part in why she's the way she is. Wow.
She said, well, I'm Jamaican. All my family names are not the real names.
Damn, that's deep. You got adoptions. People feel like when they adopt, you find out at 5. He found out at 5 he was adopted. Like, how do you feel? Your parent didn't want you. They couldn't handle it. Like, what was the scenario? You want to meet them? Like, that's a whole nother lane of. Mike said, "Tell the truth. Tell the truth."
Tell the truth to the people who deserve to be told. Kids deserve at a certain point to be told the truth. They in my opinion, and I'm far
at 5 though, Mike.
No, at 5. At 5, I think he should tell them that this is not daddy, this is stepdaddy. I think that would have been appropriate. Well, maybe the dad wasn't in the situation. I don't know. So this day, I don't know why my mom and one uncle were the only ones with the last name first when everybody else was Robinson. And it's not my grandma's maiden name. Son, man.
There's some secrets going on. Mike said it's a family secrets.
It's a family secrets. That don't nobody want. Everybody's like,
just let it out Tuesday. Just let it out Tuesday right now because everything's Yo, I done found so much out today.
My bad, I went deep. No, Tosh, thank you for sharing. We appreciate it.
We absolutely.
We absolutely appreciate you sharing. Yeah, it's a lot. Like I have all my cousins are dear to me, but I have a very dear cousin named Yvette. And I guess they're doing the ancestry.DNA thing. They're doing that. And
they doing that.
And I've never wanted to do that. Like I'll leave that alone. I don't know. And I don't think there's anything that I'm gonna find out. But you know what? I don't need no surprises. None whatsoever. In any way. Yeah, in any way. Like you find out that
let it out Tuesday. Talk about it Tuesday.
Talk about it Tuesday.
Yeah, you got to share. You just got to let it all out. Talk about it. You know, what's your traumas? What's going Trauma Tuesday? I don't know, whatever. Just let it out. You
and this all
adopted. How did you handle that? That ain't
and this really all dad? Started with King and T.I. and King looking like he was about to expose family business and it just goes on and on and on. It's a touchy situation, man.
Speaking of touchy situation, it was another clip I saw. All right. I don't know if it's discrimination or safety. So it was a mom, her daughter was using the bathroom. I think this clip resurfaced. And it was a transgender trying to use the bathroom. And let's see, I don't know if it's a safety thing or discrimination. Where is this at? Here we go. I guess it'd be good if you can hear it.
Don't get in my face. Don't you see my daughter right here? You crazy? No. You need to go over there to the meeting.
Only here in Chicago.
You is a man. A whole grown man.
Wow. Over at the park.
For the last time, I'm not bad. I'm sorry. I don't know what. No. I'm not bad. You wish. On my worst day, baby. On my worst day.
Okay.
Good luck.
Good luck. Y'all have a problem with me using this bathroom? Good luck.
Hey man, use another bathroom.
Excuse me?
Just use another bathroom. There's a child in there.
What? Men.
That's a child.
Just say what you, huh?
That's a child in there. A little girl. Like, use the men's bathroom.
Okay. I'm a woman. What does it matter? What does it matter? Y'all need to mind your business. Y'all need to mind your business.
So that's the gist of it.
This guy, I think, does a bunch of these, but I also saw another one where a guy checked the woman's bathroom before he let his daughter go in there, and there was a dude in the woman's bathroom. So check those bathrooms if you got kids and make sure, because I used to have that problem when I had the girls. When we were at the mall, we'd have to check the bathroom and stuff like that. So check them. This is nonsense. You're not, listen, whatever you believe you are, that's great. And you have the right to believe whatever you are. You have the right to live in that world. But the fact of the matter is, you have a penis. You will not be in the bathroom while one of my daughters is in the bathroom. Bottom line. Don't care who it offends. Don't care. You can take it out of context. You can take it with context, not even out of context. Take it as it is. You're not going in that bathroom while one of my daughters are in the bathroom. That's it. And if it has to get physical, then physical is going to have to get, because that's not happening. And that dude's not a small dude, but it's going down regardless.
Oh, what do you mean, small dude?
No, he's tall. I've seen him. Yeah, pause.
Well, I should break that up a little bit. You was getting a little serious there. You was getting a little.
That is just. But this is the dilemma, that you want me to live in your world. No, I'm not living in your world.
You want to die early. Damn, Tosh, hold up. We're not killing them.
I saw that one. My people want to die. Tosh, it's just
the hell to the no.
We're not playing these games. We're not playing these games. Hell to no. He ain't going in there. No.
But back to your ancestry, I saw a couple comments on this.
We're gonna find out that he really white.
Yeah, he could be white. You kind of bright, Mike. You kind of bright.
Who knows, man? I'm not playing those games. I was at a function. And everybody will remain nameless, where they started the ancestry testing. They started it, and it was a gathering, and somebody was like, "We're not doing this," and somebody shut the whole process down.
Oh, they knew family secrets.
They shut the whole process down, and I was a visitor. I don't know, it was a barbecue or something. It was a get together, because I know there was food all over the place, and I just happened to pop in, and that person shut it down. Everybody's like, "This is a great idea. We're gonna do the ancestry.com. We'll find out and then where this is from, where we're from, and all this other stuff." And that lady said, "We are not doing this. Whatever book that was open was closed. Everything was taken. There was gonna be no blood test or nothing like that. There would be no maiden names given out or nothing." I was sitting there with a little sandwich, like, "Ooh, it's about to." I'm looking around, and you see people were stunned, like, okay, and they moved on. They're like, "How about them Eagles?"
But keeping the theme of Let It Out Tuesday, talk about it Tuesday. You see what Afro Queen said for her test?
All right, my sis got a test done. We figured out our great grandmother wasn't our great. Well, damn, Afro Queen. Ooh, boy.
All them years she thought that was her grandfather.
Oh, boy.
Granddaddy. What? Nope. So who's that really baby pappy?
Oh, man. They know what they doing. I ain't playing them games. I ain't playing. Like, he got a whole son. Man, listen. About to find out cousins and sisters and brothers. Man, don't play those games. Leave that ancestry.com. Look, I just said tell the truth. Yeah. I just said tell the truth. And now I'm like, don't do the ancestry. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a contradiction waiting to happen. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I do the ancestry. I'm not doing that 21 and me one where your DNA is in the system and all that. But
no. That's the only reason I wouldn't do that. But even though my shit's in the system. All right. This has been good. I gotta go take a quick nap and then off to the gig. Don't forget December 7th. I'll be at the Apollo. You want to join me? You can go to the Apollo Theater website. You can get them tickets and rock out with me. RG Parker, everybody. Oh, when is she? Ashley Newman today.
Ashley came in.
Did she come in? Oh, all right.
She came in late. She was in and out though. I don't know if she's still here, but she wasn't. She definitely.
All right. Well, shout out to everybody. Our new viewer, was it Lawrence?
Loren, I couldn't. That's
Lorenz Brown. Shout out to you for holding it down and joining us.
He watching on Facebook. He was watching.
And we will check y'all out tomorrow. Sexy Mo should be back in the square, and we'll see if Chuck gets the square. Is the DJ's coming back, Tosh?
He might got food poisoning. I don't know.
I mean, he did the show with me Friday. He was on with me Friday. He
3 days of some food poisoning could happen Saturday, Friday night for him.
Who knows? As long as he didn't cook for himself. Who knows? Who knows? All right, y'all. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that and understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anyone take it from you. Michael Shawn, J Black, Sexy Mo, C Chung. Everybody be nice. Just be nice. Have a good day. You're blessed. Yeah. We're all blessed. Yeah, yo.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts.
Yes, I do.
Michael Shawn wears tight shirts
every day.
I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when the summer comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Yeah. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts.
Every day.
My son wears
tight shirts.
To the gym or wherever.
tight shirts.
Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, Michael Shawn and We the Worst Records, Pluto, Aristotle, and P Skills have just destroyed or created another perfectly horrible song. Yeah. Check out the next single, Grown Man Wearing Skinny Jeans.
It's about to go down. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn, that's me, J Black, Sexy Mo, C Chung, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out, or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends are back. Yeah.
Going